Good evening, everyone in the USA, all over the world, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. I'm your man, G Money Stacks, aka Lonely Nomad, aka the misunderstood Lonely Nomad, YouTuber, host with the most, the unstoppable independent podcaster, and rookie podcaster of Queens, New York. And you are now listening and tuning in and rocking with the 126th episode of Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast. And we got a jam-packing show for you today. Some interesting topics to talk about here. We are live and direct from StreamYard and YouTube, alongside with myself is the Instagram live feed of the podcast page. Make sure you guys turn on your notifications on the gram and do the same for YouTube. Be sure you grab the subscribe button, grab the noti bell, so you can be reminded of when the show is going to be on the air live via live stream. Leave a like and a comment along with the episodes, and also stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes, and of course, don't forget to share the episodes, share the videos from the YouTube, along with download your favorite episodes, tell a friend to another friend, and I'll get to the audio streaming platforms on the go at the end of the show. Now, this is an unfiltered comedy entertainment show that consists of segments. We have chatting all the jazz. We got mental health check-in, black-owned trendsetters, um, popcorn movie man cave, um, and so much more to talk about here. And if you guys miss any previous episodes, don't you worry. I do got you back on that, so don't you worry about that. Now, the first thing I would like to do is a little thing that I like to call mental health check-in. Yes. And how am I doing mentally, physically, and spiritually, you ask? Well, mentally, physically, and spiritually, I am doing okay so far. I'm actually, I'm actually, I'm actually, I'm actually glad and happy that I was able to get someone from who's also a podcaster like myself. And for those of you who may not know, in episode 125, I had a guest who goes by the name of Broken Traditions. Shouts to him for coming through to the show. He has a show called the Breaking Structure Podcast. Make sure you guys check him out on YouTube along with his brother Big Mont. So, shouts to him for coming through, man. And I hope he has a safe trip and you know the rest. I want to clarify something of what Broken Traditions asked me in terms of the whole Joe Rogan thing and stuff like that, as far as the context and stuff like that. Listen to me, folks. It's not about just saying, it's not just about saying the word like the N word with the ER. It's not just about just saying it. It's how you say it. You know what I'm saying? And what I didn't get a chance to touch with him on the part of the GA is a term of endearment, which I didn't get a chance to discuss with him on that one because he had to go out of town. Um so this is the clarification. The GA is a term of endearment, which a lot of music artists use over the years. But for Joe Rogan, since he's not a music artist or any of those things or whatever, and he's not and also he's not a fucking doctor, okay? He's not a fucking doctor. This is the same guy who thought that ivermectin was going to be a treatment for coronavirus. Are you fucking nuts? You actually thought that ivermectin was going to actually help you with fucking coronavirus? Get the fuck out of here, man. This guy's more idiotic than Cheeseface 45, who thought bleach was going to actually help. I mean, think about that shit, folks. Think about it. And look, you think the Joe Rogan shit was worse. I'm pretty sure a lot of people may have heard about what went down with Morgan Waller, who said the N-word as well. And he took responsibility. He took responsibility. He knew it was wrong. So why the hell would anybody give Joe Rogan a free pass and stuff like that? Like, come on, man. And another thing, a person like Freddie Gibbs or any other person whatsoever out there that's over there defending Joe Rogan over the N-word and stuff like that, and that indicates to me that you're part of the fucking problem. And I said this 2 or 3 times already. All right? Do not defend a fucking racist. I'm sorry, but do not defend a fucking racist. It doesn't matter what the context is. I don't care how many times you flip the shit. I don't care how many times you flip the shit. It doesn't make it right, okay? Period. Stop defending this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Come on, son. Yes. Overall, mentally, physically, and spiritually, I am doing fine. And I'm pretty sure that you guys are probably I hope you guys are having a good week, mentally, physically, and spiritually. I know sometimes people go through things at work as far as like dark times, whatever the case may be, whether it's bullying, traumatic experiences. I mean, you know the rest. All right. So yeah. So yeah, that was your mental health check-in actually. Another note that I want to say before I even get into chatting on the jazz is I had a discussion with a manager from um my job that I work at, which is Big Lots Supermarket, in terms of what's been going on with the whole situation with MLB. And the reason I brought it up to him is because it kind of upset me. You know what I'm saying? But it really, really, really kind of hurt a lot of people, especially the players, especially people who work in the concession stands and for food and beverages, the commentators, the correspondents who report what's going on with each athlete and the plays and stuff like that. And I'm a Met fan too. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Met fan too. And for me to hear something like that over greed and all the other stuff, which will be discussed in tomorrow's episode of Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, episode 18. So I'm going to save this for tomorrow's show. So be sure you tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, where I get to discuss what went down with the whole MLB lockdown. And of course, there is some good news. All that will be discussed tomorrow. So stick around for that, all right? And make sure you subscribe to the Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast YouTube channel page. So there you go, right there. Now we can start chatting all the jazz. Okay, the first things first, because it's Women's History Month, I'm gonna dedicate this to a music artist, actor, and of course, um, a businesswoman who has a Fenty business venture, and of course, soon to and of course, soon to be mom. And I want to dedicate this to Rihanna. All right. So here we go. So in honor of Women's History Month, Rihanna's gonna be the next person to be talked about as far as the business. So you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. She's going to be our black owned trendsetter. And this is the black owned trendsetter shout out. So before I even get to chatting on the jazz, this is black owned trendsetter shout outs right here. And of course we're gonna discuss what's going down with her Fenty business, which I've been hearing about. I didn't get a chance to talk about that in the black owned trendsetter shout out segment. So here we go. So um Rihanna's first fragrance Red Rebel Flare was released in January 2011. According to Rolling Stones, Rebel Flare was a financial success and expected to gross $80 million. That's $80 million. At retail by the end of 2011. Rihanna's second fragrance, Rebel actually, was released in February 2012. The promotional campaign for Rebel was shot by director Anthony Mandler, who also shot the promotional campaign for Rebel Flare. In November 2012, Rihanna released her third fragrance, Nude. Oh, wow. Rihanna's fourth women's fragrance, titled Rogue, was released on September 14, 2013, followed by a male version entitled Rogue Men, which was released in 2014. On March 30th, 2015, it was announced that Rihanna is a co-owner with various other music artists in the music streaming service Tidal. The service specializes in lossless audio and high definition music videos. Jay-Z acquired the parent company of Tidal, Aspiro, co-owned Tidal with the majority owning a 3% equity stake. The challenge is to get everyone to respect music again, to recognize its value, stated Jay-Z on the release of Tidal. In 2016, it was revealed that Rihanna would be releasing her music through her own label, Westbury Road Entertainment, which was established in 2005. Westbury Road is the name of her Barbados residence. The music would be distributed through Universal Music Group. Westbury Road Entertainment's artist roster includes Melissa Forday as the label's photographer and Kaz Loom. In November 2015, Rihanna and Demoy launched a beauty and stylist agency named Frame. The business based in Los Angeles was set up in order to assist artists in booking commercials, editorial shoots, and campaigns and red carpet appearances. Rihanna stated hair, makeup, and styling play an important role in creativity. I am very involved in with that part of my process. So this agency was an organic thing for me to do. The roster includes Rihanna's makeup artist Myla Morales, wardrobe stylist Jason Bolden, hairstylist Patricia Morales, and 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 Marsha Hamilton. In addition to Frame, um, Rihanna opened a photo agency called A Dog Ate My Homework. Oh man, that's the oldest excuse in the book that I heard from the Simpsons all these years, man. My dog ate my homework. Oh shit. Oh my fucking god. This is laughable. This is so laughable, folks. Just bear with me. Yeah. A dog ate my homework, which represents photographers Eric Eric Osler and Deborah Anderson. Fenty was a fashion brand by Rihanna under luxury fashion group LVMH, which launched in May 2019. She was the first woman to create an original brand for LVMH and also the first woman of color to lead in LVMH brand. The house launched in a pop-up store on May 22nd, 2019 in Paris before launching worldwide online on May 29th and included clothing, accessories, and footwear. It was the first line that LVMH had launched since 1987. The fashion brand was described as groundbreaking, and in a statement regarding the launch, Rihanna said that she had been given a unique opportunity to develop a fashion house in the luxury sector with no artistic limits. Due to the impacts of the coronavirus disease 2019 slamdemic. In February 2021, Rihanna and LVMH decided to put on hold her Fenty fashion house and continue building on the Savage X Fenty lingerie line. Rihanna exclusively uses her surname for business endeavors not related to her music career so as not to conflate the two. In January 2019, Rihanna filed a lawsuit against her father, Ronald Fenty, over the use of the Fenty name for commercial purposes. The lawsuit alleges Rihanna's cosmetic brand Fenty Beauty was damaged commercially by her father's company, Fenty Entertainment, through misrepresentation of his company being affiliated with her. In September 2021, Rihanna dropped the lawsuit against her father. Fenty Beauty. In 2017, Rihanna launched her critically acclaimed cosmetics company Fenty Beauty under LVMH's Kendall brands. Rihanna owns 50% of Fenty Beauty, according to Forbes. The partnership was worth $10 million and would see Rihanna release various beauty products. The first installment of Fenty Beauty was released on September 8th, 2017. It's in stores and online, available in over 150 countries. It included an array of products, including foundations, highlighters, bronzers, blush compacts, lip glosses, and blotting sheets, and was praised for its diverse range for all skin colors. Time magazine named Fenty Beauty as one of the 25 best inventions of 2017, citing the breadth of its range. In what has been dubbed the Fenty effect, the brand revolutionized the way other cosmetics brands approach diversity in marketing and product formulation. Suddenly, beauty houses niche establishment and those in between began extending their shade ranges to accommodate a wider variety of skin tones. 40 shades became the new standard. Not to be confused with the 40 no, excuse me, not to be confused with the 50 Shades of Grey movies, okay? That's not that though, folks. Don't get it twisted. I know what y'all thinking, man. So don't confuse the two. So, Fenty X Fenty. In 2018, Rihanna launched a lingerie brand named Savage X Fenty. The line was born from Rihanna's vision, creating an inclusive brand. Products come in a variety of shades to match all skin tones and a range of sizes. She showcased the brand at the New York Fashion Week in September 2018. The brand has been positively reviewed by the public for including plus size models in their promotion, though some fans argued there were not enough plus sizes. So in September 2019, Rihanna promoted the brand in a show again during the New York Fashion Week held at the Barclays Center with modeling appearances from models Alex Weck, Bella Hadid, Cara Delevingne, actress Laverne Cox, and musicians Normani and 21 Savage, and featured performance by DJ Khaled, Halsey, ASAP Ferg, Big Sean, Migos, Fat Joe, Fabulous, and Tierra Whack. Tierra Whack, what kind of name is that? See, this is the thing about people with funny nicknames and shit for themselves as a music artist, though, man. It's pretty hilarious. I don't mean to laugh, but the shit is mad hilarious, though, man. Forgive me. Um, yo, forgive me. Um, the show premiered on Amazon Prime Video on September 20th, 2019 as Savage X Fenty Show. The show was renewed for a third time in 2020 with appearances from musicians such as Travis Scott, Rosalia, Bad Bunny, LMA, Lizzo, Big Sean, Miguel, Rowdy Rich, and Rico Nasty. This version also premiered on Amazon Prime on October the 2nd, 2020. Um and we go to the other venture. Wait, hold on. Yeah. I'm not even gonna go into all the other stuff though. So this is just I'm just gonna talk about the business that she's done. I already discussed the whole other part with yesterday, not yesterday, but I discussed it on my other show, Meticulous Vaju's podcast review show. So yeah. I'm not gonna get into too much detail on that one. So anyway, man, so that was your segment, Black owned trendsetter shoutouts. All right. Now we're gonna go. Now we could go to chatting on the jazz, man. I'm sorry for delaying this, so please forgive me. This is chatting on the jazz now. And yes, we need to talk about something terrible. We got some terrible news here, man. Um, all right. We got some terrible news here, and this is pertaining to the excluded workers who protested and by walking over the Brooklyn Bridge and stuff like that. Brooklyn Bridge and Manhattan bridges. So, listen to this. Hundreds of activists jointly marched over two of New York City's iconic bridges Tuesday to demand additional funding for excluded workers impacted by the coronavirus disease 2019 slamdemic. Drubbed excluded no more, the initiative is calling for the compensation of non-citizen workers who have lost a job or income amid the slamdemic and are ineligible for unemployment insurance as well as permanent employment protections. The appeal, however, is not a cheap one. Ooh. After receiving more than 2.3 billion in aid last year from the state, the legion of primary immigrant construction workers, delivery workers, laundry workers, medical professionals, and others are asking for some $3 billion in addition funding in the New York State budget and a permanent program to provide unemployment to these excluded workers, and they are not taking it not taking no for an answer. So, yeah. Although some excluded workers finally received COVID-19 relief earlier this year, they have been calling out legislators and Governor Kathy Hochul, saying that the Excluded Workers Fund created in 2021 was merely a band aid for a fraction of the population it was dedicated to, and permanent legislation must be made to provide economic relief and protections for undocumented workers. Simultaneously marching over both the Brooklyn and Manhattan bridges, hundreds of emotional protesters made their presence known by bringing traffic to a screeching standstill as the groups flooded into the bridges on March 8th. Showing solidarity with the marchers, yellow cabbies who had previously undergone a hunger strike in order to help fund their medallions led with rally with their vehicles. Whoa, a hunger strike. Damn. Elected officials such as city com- no, excuse me, City Comptroller Brad Lander also lent his legs to the march and his voice to the cause. Um, we're out here today to say those folks, everybody that did that work needs to be included in that fund. The Excluded Workers Fund must be refunded in the budget. We're gonna shout it out. We're gonna shout it loud enough so they can hear us up in Albany, Lander said. Mm. Halfway across both bridges, the groups fell to their knees, and with raised fists and streaming tears, they remembered those who perished before receiving funding. Um, End quote. During the slamdemic, I witnessed coworkers, family members, and friends struggle to make ends meet because they were not fortunate enough to qualify for unemployment. Local 79 organizer Alvaro Gonzalez said. More legislation will not only shine the light on contractors who refuse to pay payroll and unemployment taxes, it will contribute to the New York City recovery. It's time to level the playing field for responsible contractors who already make these contributions. And hey, Dominique, how you feeling? Um, all right. The EFW started accepting claims in August and has distributed approximately $2 billion to over 130,000 applicants. By the fall of 2021, the sheer number of applicants nearly exhausted the funds and applications would no longer be accepted. Isn't that a damn shame? With final state budget negotiations taking place in less than 3 weeks, both the young and old marched with fervor, ensuring their voices were heard. Some carried gigantic banners over the Manhattan Bridge, while others waved their flags and played drums over the Brooklyn Bridge. Both groups pointed over the river at one another, just being able to make out their signs walking in opposite directions, while those crossing the Manhattan Bridge walked towards Brooklyn's Cadman Plaza. Those marching over the Brooklyn Bridge ended their protests at City Hall. Hmm. Yeah, this is interesting, man. I mean, hold on, let me say something about that, man. Okay, this is interesting right here. This story that I just read just now, folks. And anybody out there that's been struggling during the slamdemic and didn't receive their unemployment checks or whatever case scenario may be though, man. I feel bad and sorry for you guys that's actually in an everyday struggle right now. And a major all-time struggle. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's crazy, man. I mean, can we not do too much fucking politics and just help these people? Like, come on. Like, what are you doing with your greedy, money grabbing motherfuckers? You don't even. It just seems to me that motherfuckers in the feds or any other type of organization or whatever that probably don't really care, and and a lot of people know that too, man. So let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted and just help these people out, man. Seriously, do we have to hear about unemployment's um going up compared to fucking crimes going up, all because people got laid off and they're desperate to make ends meet, bills to pay, all that other shit? Like, come on, enough is enough, man. Stop being a cheapskate for once. And speaking of cheapskate, I didn't get a chance to talk about Bobby Shmurda in the last episode because I had to get ready to set up some clothes for work the next day. So we're gonna get into Bobby Shmurda, all right? Here we go. All right. So Bobby Shmurda has been out of jail for nearly a year, but he still feels imprisoned at his record label. The Brooklyn rapper took to Instagram on Thursday to voice his frustration with his contract in a since deleted post. He's he is signed to Epic Records and managed by Rock Nation. Bobby claims his deal with Epic has been stopping him from releasing his finished album and more music. Um And this is what he said on Instagram. I want to read this actually. I got a 70-year-old lady running my label and I love her dearly, but doesn't want to let me go at all. No matter what I do, I've been signed to them since was 19. I did 6 years in jail trying to get off this label before I came home. You name one person in the industry a label keeps signed in jail for 6 years. Yeah, I know. I made them more millions than they ever gave me. Just let me go. This is not a cry for. This is what he said. Okay, this is what he said in quote. This is not a cry for help. This is a message and understanding for my fans that they stopping my music and prolonging my career. I've been holding shit down, doing everything on my own since I've been home. It's been a year now. I still feel like I'm in prison. And by the way, the album's done, um ready to live. Please, I need them to let me go. Hashtag free Shmurda, Bobby said in the caption for his post. In the post itself, Bobby wrote, "There's a 70." Yeah, I just read that part already. Hold on. 70-year-old lady running his label, referencing 69-year-old Epic Records CEO Sylvia Rhone, and that despite being in jail for 6 years, they kept him signed to continue earning money off him. He said that while he loves Rhone, he feels frustrated she and Epic are not willing to let him go and release his own music. Um, no matter what I do, I've been signed to them since I was 19. I did 6 years in prison, 6 years in jail, just trying to get off this label before I came home. You name one person in the industry, a label keeps signed in jail for 6 years. He wrote in the post. Yeah, I know. I made them more millions than they ever gave me. Just let me go. Let's woosah and marinate this for a second, man. Wow. Before I even continue this, I need to say something about this though, man. Now, me and Broken Traditions from the Breaking Structure podcast, right? I actually was asking him in terms of the whole situation with, because that's the same. We was talking about the situation with Conway the Machine, the same situation where he was under a label or whatever and stuff like that, and they're not really, and the label's not really representing him or whatever. And this is the same situation with what Bobby Shmurda is going through. I feel that what's the point? What's the point in being under a record label if they're gonna fucking screw you over your money and screw you over on not letting you release music? Tell that tell me if that doesn't make any sense to you folks, especially those that's listening right now um on the Spotify and wherever else you're listening to right now. Tell me if this shit makes any sense. I'm gonna actually try to make a question out of this after I do this recording, all right, in regards to Bobby Shmurda's case. So I feel that he should go. He should be let go because you're basically not only making money off of him, but at the same time, it's like, come on. Like, y'all record labels got all the money in the fucking world, right? You mean to tell me you can't even tend to a music artist's needs? Like, this is just sickening, man. This is just so fucking sickening to me, man. This is sickening right there, man. And I feel like the more record labels continue to screw music artists, singers, and rappers over their money and all that other stuff, they're gonna end up falling flat on their face. Watch. I had to play the sound effects to actually prove my point, man. Like, this is crazy, and this has just gone far enough, man. Man, come on, man. Like, come on. This is so fucking crazy to me. I don't understand why you don't want to let Bobby Shmurda do his own thing independently. Let him do his thing. Fans has been waiting for him ever since he got out of prison. Like, damn. And he's staying out of trouble. Cut him some fucking slack. Okay? Damn. It makes no sense. Sorry for going off like that, man, but this thing kind of really angers me a little bit though, man. Like, this is just crazy. I hear cases like this all the time with music artists getting screwed over, and that's not fair to them. That's not fair to anybody. That's like, in the music industry and all the other stuff, man. Like, people who are music artists, that's singers and rappers, they get more success independently more than being under a fucking label. Like, I know a couple of people that I met from college who are independent artists right now, and they're doing well without the fucking label. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be fucking honest, man. Like, this is just so fucking bizarre to me. And this is not the first time you guys are hearing about this. This has been happening for years. Years. And I'm not talking about and I'm not talking about 8 long years. Like, come on. That'd be too far, though. Too far. That's too far right there, though, man. But let me tell you something, man. I want to actually flush this epic record situation, man, because they screwing people over and they doing the wrong thing, man. Y'all deserve to be flushed worse than Kanye West, man. Okay. Now that I got the whole Bobby Shmurda thing out the way, now hold on a second. Hold on a minute here. I didn't even know he was working on a biography. I didn't know he was working on a biography. So we're gonna get into this right now. All right. All right, we're gonna get into this right now, man. So Bobby Shmurda wants for the world to know his story. On December 13th, Bobby tweeted that he has started writing his autobiography and completed the first page. I just started writing my autobiography and my first page more lit than your daddy's daddy whole life. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh, man. So far, these are the only details in Hot Nigga Rapper has given regarding the project. It is unsure when the autobiography will even drop or if it will even drop. Sure enough, we doubt Shmurda is lying about how lit his autobiography is. Between having a hot 10 hit and going to jail in the same year and spending 6 years being behind bars, Shmurda probably has stories to tell for days and days. Hmm, that's very interesting, man. That's very interesting. Um, Give me one moment. I need to take a sip. Stay with me. All right. Just last week, Shmurda shared on Twitter a message of inspiration telling his fans how a $20 studio session and 1 hour of complete focus changed his life and helped him make Hot Nigga. He said, in quote, too many people got a dream that they never chased, then go through life and be angry they never tried. Let me remind y'all, Hot Nigga took $20 for 1 hour of studio time in the hood to create, and that 1 hour of focus changed my life and everyone around me forever. Hashtag Shmurda, he tweeted. $20, man. Not bad. That's not bad, man. That ain't bad though, man. I can't front though, man. Really proud that he actually got his focus though, man. So that's interesting though, man. You know what I mean? So let's see. Let's see. We also need to talk about the issue with the whole. Obviously everybody knew Jam Master Jay, who actually was part of a whole hip hop group called Run DMC. He got killed. He got killed years ago, actually, and there's going to be a trial in September to really know what's going on. Let's take a look at this story right now. Jam Master Jay murder trial set for September. If convicted, Washington and Jordan are facing a minimum sentence of 20 years in prison and a maximum term of life imprisonment. The two men alleged to be responsible for the 2002 murder of Run DMC member Jam Master Jay, um, who was gunned down inside his recording studio in Jamaica, Queens, New York, will head to trial later this year. Yeah. And in October 2020, Ronald Washington and Carl Jordan Jr. were charged in a 10-count indictment for their alleged roles in Jam Master Jay's death. Washington was serving a prison sentence for an armed robbery at the time of the indictment, while Jordan had been arrested months prior in August. According to reports, the jury selection for the trial will take place on September 22nd, and opening statements and testimony will begin on September 26th, barring any delays. If scheduling conflicts caused by the COVID-19 slandemic result in the trial being delayed, the date will be pushed back to February 2023. The trial is estimated to last approximately 2 weeks. The defendants allegedly carried out the cold-blooded murder of Jason Mizell, a brazen act that has finally caught up with them thanks to the dedicated detectives, agents, and prosecutors who never gave up on this case. Stated acting United States Attorney um Du Ducharme at the time. The charges announced today begin to provide a measure of justice to the family and friends of the victim and make clear that the rule of law will be upheld whether that takes days, months, or decades. Actually, you're gonna get accountability. You know what I mean? You're gonna get accountability. Unfortunately, the way everybody's talking about with the way everybody's talking about the whole justice system being, flawed and stuff. I don't know. Like, we never know. We never know what's going on these days, though. So let that be known. It'll happen. It just takes time. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, it takes time and stuff. So I'm not even gonna hold you. Um, and I know what it's like to lose somebody, man. Believe me, that shit reminds me of what I went through. And yeah, it's not easy. And it takes time to actually, get through this. So yeah, I feel the family on this one, man. So of course, karma is gonna hit those idiots who killed them in the fucking face. So don't you worry about that though. It'll hit them in the face, man, eventually. Yes. Um okay. So, um let's see. Let's see what I left off here. Yeah. Um yes. Yes. What did I leave off? Oh, wait. So the charges announced today begin to provide a measure of justice. Yeah, I already read that part. NYPD Commissioner Demont F. Shea spoke on the authorities' relentless pursuit of the man behind Jam Master Jay's death, deeming it an example of the NYPD force's dedication to solving the case. In quote, the gunshots that rang out in a recording studio in Queens nearly 18 years ago, excuse me, taking this pioneering rap artist's life have been answered. Today's indictment shows that no amount of time passed can erase the commitment of our NYPD detectives, federal law enforcement partners, and prosecutors in the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District to the pursuit of justice, stated NYPD Commissioner Shea. According to court documents, Jam Master Jay was killed after purchasing 10 kilograms of cocaine worth $1.7 million. $1.7 million, damn. When Jam Master Jay voiced his intentions to cut Washington out of the deal, Washington conspired with Jordan to rob and murder him. Confronting JMJ and another man in his 24/7 recording studio, the man allegedly ordered the other man to lay on the ground while Jordan approached Jam Master Jay and shot him twice at close range, including once in the head. If convicted, Washington and Jordan are facing a minimum sentence of 20 years in prison and a maximum term of life imprisonment. So yeah. Yeah, that right there. Yeah. that right there is a little wow. And let me see if there's any other oh, wait a minute here. We need to talk we need to talk about we need to talk about this New Jack City. Can you believe it's been can you believe it's been 31 years since the movie New Jack City came out? Damn, 31 years? Wow. That's amazing right there, man. As Uncle EB would actually call this shit a ghetto classic. And I gotta agree with him right there. Yes, on this day, 31 years ago, the I have a listen. Listen. Hold on. I really have an issue with the word cult, man. Why you keep calling it a fucking cult, man? Just call it a damn classic, man. Stop calling it a fucking cult, man. Shit, it's ridiculous. Like, come on, it's a throwback. It's a flashback. Call it throwback, not no fucking cult. Like, sheesh. I'm sorry, folks, because I have a problem with the idea that you're gonna call a TV show or a movie a cult classic. Just call it a classic, god damn it. Like, come on. Like, it makes no damn sense. It makes no sense, man. Seriously. Seriously. Oh my gosh, man. Seriously, man. It's ridiculous, man. Oh my gosh. Whoo, the cult classic. Or I'm not even gonna call it a cult. The throwback classic crime thriller New Jack City arrived in theaters across America. The story of the rise and fall of Nino Brown and the Cash Money Records, the Cash Money Brothers to be exact, has continued inspired hip hop culture for a quarter century and continues to permeate the culture that made it a success. New Jack City came about at a pivotal time. In 1991, hip hop was still a fledgling music genre and culture looking to legitimize, legitimize itself in the eyes of mainstream America officially. And I'm sorry for the tongue twister, folks. I'm not fucking perfect, man. So just stay with me and bear with me. So, you know what I mean? Um. Anyway, yeah. In addition to black exploitation film genre had been defunct for over a decade, leaving a gaping hole in black Hollywood. New Jack City was a um harbinger of the resurgence of black actors, um writers and filmmakers in Hollywood, as well as the crystallization of hip hop's synergistic capabilities. The film also catapulted actors like Wesley Snipes, who played the lead role of the morally bearing kingpin Nino Brown, and Chris Rock's stick-up kid turned crackhead informant Pookie into stardom. He's the guy that always say cracker ass cracker. Which I'm not gonna forget that. I ain't gonna forget that shit though, man. I ain't gonna forget. I'm not gonna forget this, man. Oh man. So listen. The film's director Mario Van Peebles also made his directorial debut with the film, which he also starred in, and of course, Ice-T, who also played a major role in New Jack City as NYPD Detective Scotty Appleton, spoke with Rock on his Final Level podcast about some of the behind the scenes of the cult classic. Wait a minute. Wait a minute here. He has a hold on a second, folks. I didn't know Ice-T had a podcast. Are you serious? Hold on. Let me check this out. Let me check this out for a second. Wait. Final level. Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second. Final level. Let's look into this, man. Okay. Uh Final level. Holy shit, he does have a podcast. Oh, okay. And he has like what 55 episodes? Holy shit. Holy shit, man. Oh man. And I can't wait to actually do this with my review show actually. Yo, okay. I might check this out. I might check it out. Um I might check this out though, man. Who knows? But it sounds like a good show to actually listen to as well. So let's let's continue. Let's see. The film was shot on an $8 million budget and premiered at the 1991 Sundance Film Festival on January 17th, 1991. The film would later release nationally on March 8th, 1991, raking in 7,000. No, hold on a minute. 7,039,622. Um, in opening weekend sales, and later became the highest grossing indie film of 1991 with $47,624,253 domestically. The film also had a long-standing effect on the music industry. Perhaps the most notable example is brother Brian Birdman and Ronald Slim Williams' Cash Money Records label, a blatant reworking of Nino Brown's Cash Money Brothers gang in the film. And in addition, Lil Wayne's solo album series, The Carter, is not only his last name, but in homage to the Carter. Nino's crack house fortress in the film, as well as name drops Nino in his 2010 single "I'm Single." For decades, um, Nino Brown has become a regularly referenced movie character in rap lyrics. A simple search of Nino Brown on Rap Genius shows over 4,000 references to the surface by artists from all over the world. It's safe to say Nino and New Jack City will continue to inspire generations to come. And if you disagree, yeah, yeah. I did see the movie maybe more than twice. Um, compared to A Menace to Society, compared to A Most Wanted, um, and Low Down Dirty Shame. All these are the throwback movies you could think of, man. And I'm not gonna call it a cult movie throwback. I'm not calling it a cult, man, because that word is so fucking annoying to me, man. Seriously. Forgive me for saying forgive me for saying this though, man. But that's like let me continue this shit, man, before I rant and rave like a damn angry black bear wolf. Or how they say an angry fucking kangaroo jack type shit. Oh man. So all right, so let's talk Ti. Let's talk. Actually, it's in reference to praising his daughters. All right, so listen to this. Much has been said about the attitudes towards mental health have changed for the better within hip hop and the black community as a whole, and Ti served as a shining example of that this week. Coinciding with Self Injury Awareness Day to on Tuesday, March 1st, the Atlanta rapper's eldest daughter, 20-year-old Deja Harris, opened up about her own experience with self harm. Taken to Instagram, Harris, who was born to T.I. and singer Miss Nico in June 2001, shared a photo of herself barely showing the scars on her left forearm from where she has cut herself, while encouraging others to speak up about their own struggles. Oh my gosh. Man, that's gotta be scary, man. That's scary. Size woo. Okay, so because today is self injury, self harm awareness day, I decided to leave some of you that can relate a little message. She began. I need you to see that if I can be brave enough to share this part of myself, my journey with the world, then you can too. Um, for those of you that can't relate to cutting, but you can relate to other forms, I see you too, and you are not alone. But let me tell you this, don't you dare spend the rest of your life hiding who you are, what you've been through. You deserve to share your story when or if you are ready. Your story can your story can will save so many lives and you don't even know it yet. Wow. Um man, and she goes on a long list. Hold on a second. Actually, hang on a second. Yes. So she says on Instagram, okay, so okay, so because today is self injury, self harm awareness day, I decided to leave of some of you that can relate a little message. Obviously, if you cannot empathize with this, then keep keep it scrolling, keep the rude comments to yourself because I will block you. But for those of you that can relate, unfortunately, I see you. But perhaps I had to experience this in order to be able to help someone else that is or will deal with this. I mean, we We hurt so much that we can help others heal from that same pain, right? I don't need I don't need any sympathy. I don't need any of you to try and guess why I do this to myself. I don't need you to tell me things like, "Oh, you shouldn't do that to yourself. You are too pretty for that," etc. Because that would change nothing. All I need for you to do is simply speak and live in your truth, like I always encourage you to do. I need you to see that if I can be brave enough to share this part of myself, my journey with the whole world, then you can too. A lot of people don't talk about the fact that there are multiple forms of self harm. So, for those of you that can't relate to cutting, but you can relate to other forms. I see you too, and you are not alone. Trust me when I say that. But let me tell you this: don't you dare spend the rest of your life hiding who you are, what you've been through. I don't care if you think people will judge you. If you think people will think you're not right in your head, if you think it'll make people love or like you less, or if you think people will say you are doing it for attention, you deserve to share your story. When or if you are ready, you can you your story can your story can plus will save so many lives, and you don't even know it yet. There's nothing that any of you cannot talk to tell me about. I told you this was a non-judgmental and safe space. And I mean that sincerely. Although this is only for one day, every day is a good day to bring awareness to self-harm or mental health in general, especially in the black community. I love you. You are loved, you are seen, and you matter, and you deserve everything good in the world. Don't you ever forget or doubt that. Take care of yourself. Okay. Have a great week. It's amazing. That's amazing right there, man. And this right here deserves a round of applause. Um, here we go. Okay. Um, and that's the reason why I wanted to create a segment called Mental Health Check-in, because whenever you hear stories about people whenever you hear stories about people doing harm to themselves, right? It it makes you it kind of hits you in a way, you know what I'm saying? And this is not about shock value, okay? This is not about shock value. This is about empathy. This is about compassion to what a person's going through on the inside, like Ti's daughter and what she's talking about here. And I didn't know there was a day for this. So let me just look this up again. She said something about a okay, so the thing is called Self-Injury Self-Harm Awareness Day. I have an idea. Why don't I touch on this in a mental health check-in segment in terms of Mental Health Awareness Month, which is in May, which is about a month away. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I'm actually passionate about mental health. This is important. Like, you know what I mean? Anybody, anybody who lives with who grew up with their parents or whatever, who say that mental health doesn't exist, guess again. Because this is not funny. This is not something you could just sugarcoat and cover up. A person's going through something very dark, very scary, nightmarish. And this goes back to the previous episode of 111 about Chelsea Chris who took her own life. Let's not lose any more lives to suicide or any other type of thing whatsoever. All right? And just, you know, talk to somebody. You know what I mean? Be able to like she said, tell your story. It doesn't matter who's gonna judge you. Regardless of anybody that's gonna judge you who think otherwise or whatever. They're just jealous, okay? They're just jealous. Don't worry about these jealous motherfuckers. Worry about doing you and what really matters to you and how you feel mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because that's the purpose of me creating the segment of mental health check-in. All right. Yes, this is a heavy topic, but it's important to actually discuss it as well. So let me continue where I left off. Okay, so Deja Harris followed up with a sweet, heartfelt message to her parents, accompanied by a slideshow of photos of the three of them together over the years. In it, Harris thanked T.I. and Miss Nico for their lifeline of love, support, and patience throughout her mental health journey, while telling them, end quote, I hope you two never feel as though what I go through feel has anything to do with you. Ti jumped in his daughter's comment section to shower her with praise, like any loving father would, and he says, "Ain't no other way, baby bear. We all love you to no end." He wrote, "Through any and everything life has to offer, God bad or worse. I ain't never going nowhere, and ain't nothing ever too big or small to bring my way. It's us to the world. Bust. You know we for lifers. For lifers. Now I'm not sure what that means, but but I'll look it up later." Miss Nico also offered her support in the comment section of Deja's original Instagram post, writing, "This was so beautiful, sweet baby. Never let anyone thing dim your light or take your eyes off the prize. I pray love and healing for everyone dealing with things spoken or unspoken." Um and Deja says on the gram, "I just want to quickly thank my parents for always." Yeah, I just wait, hold on. I want to quickly thank my parents for being so patient with me, even though y'all didn't really understand. Anytime I might have returned back to square one, y'all were always working together to figure out what it is that y'all can do to make life worth living for me. And I generally appreciate everything you both done for me. I thank you for never giving up on me, no matter how much bullshit I might have put you through, whether it was pain for years of therapy, plus God knows what else. I thank you for standing by my side, no matter what, no matter who might have judged me. Honestly, if it weren't for y'all, ain't no telling where I'd be in life at the moment. So I thank you. I hope you to never feel as though what I go through feel has anything to do with you. As I always say, anytime my thoughts convince me that I shouldn't be here, all I have to do is think of you, Miss Nico, um or Ti, and I'll always stay. I love you both, and always I love you too, Major Girl. Thank you for being you. You three deserve all the happiness and peace. money can buy, plus so much more. Thank you again for being so patient, and I love you forever. I actually agree with this, man. Yeah, I agree with this. T.I., who has 7 children in total, is no stranger to supporting those in times of need. In 2006, the Grand Hustle boss famously saved Scott Stapp, the lead singer of Creed, from a suicide attempt. The rock star jumped off a hotel balcony during a drug binge and was left with severe injuries before Tip came to his rescue. Wow. He said, I laid out. Okay, hold on. He said, I laid out there for 2.5 hours and my guardian angel showed up, rapper T.I. He told VH1. He immediately took care of the situation and saved my life. T.I. played Hero again in 2010 when he convinced Joshua Starks, a 24-year-old Atlanta resident, not to jump off a 22-story building. The King rapper heard about the situation on the radio and drove to the scene to help. The fact of the matter is that God put me in a position to help, and I can't take any credit for that. He humbly told reporters afterwards. Woo. This is T.I. and Deja both need to be applauded for their bravery and taking a risk of being able to save lives, man. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope, man. Speaking of dope, um, some exciting news in terms of the um Iheartradio New York's 710 WOR News and Talk radio station celebrates 100 years. Okay. February 22nd marks iHeart's iHeartMedia's legendary talk radio station 710 WOR, the Voices of New York 100th anniversary of its first day of broadcast. First day of broadcast, man. Woohoo! Created in 1922, 710 WOR has become a cornerstone of the New York media landscape, delivering the latest headlines and news. For over 100 years, 710 WOR continues to remain one of the most trusted New York media brands and has kept generations of listeners informed with the latest stories and breaking news, said Bernie Weiss, president of iHeartMedia not multiplication, but platform group, New York. WOR was initially created to sell radios and other merchandise at Bamberger's department store in Newark, New Jersey. At a rapid pace, WOR evolved into the leading news and talk station in New York and is the only station remaining in New York City approved by the FCC to remain a 3-letter call sign. During its time as a station, countless notable figures have appeared on WOR, including, but not limited to Presidents Roosevelt and Reagan, Albert Einstein, Houdini, Charlie Chaplin, Roy Rogers. Yeah. And First Ladies Rosalind Carter and Barbara Bush. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Actually, Roy Rogers used to be a fast food restaurant that I never ate there before, so that's that's a given right there though. Hold on. That's really a fucking given right there, though, man. That's really a fucking given right there, though. Um, yeah. So WOR included many celebrity hosts, including Larry King and the late great Larry King, to be exact, and his national overnight radio program. WOR also holds the title of the first major radio station to feature three generations of one family as morning show host. The gambling family. You got a gambling problem. Oh man, that has to be that has to be something, man. Oh man, yeah, the gambling family hosted the morning show for more than 80 years. Sheesh. Currently, 710 WOR is a leading media outlet in New York market with multiple platforms such as broadcast stations, live events, and many digital platforms. In quote, a station broadcasting for over a century is truly incredible, said Tom Cuddy, program director of 710 WOR. 710 WOR has a connection with the communities we serve, and as the media landscape continues to evolve, it's exciting to see our reach has continued to grow as WOR listeners adopt streaming on smart devices and the Iheartradio app, which I have on my phone and Android tablets too. So you guys who have iPhones and iPads and stuff like that, you can download the Iheartradio app as well. In celebration of its 100 years, the station plans to share on air and online historical moments from WOR's legendary history. Len Berman and Michael Rito in the morning will kick off the celebrations by interviewing on air hosts from different points in WOR's history to share memories of their time at the station. The host will also invite listeners to call in and share their favorite memories and recollections. The celebration continues the next day on February 23rd, which was last month. Witness the Empire State Building lit up in the colors of 710 WOR's logo beginning at 5:40 p.m. in honor of the station and its influence on New York media. Congratulations to the 100th anniversary of 710 WOR radio station. And speaking of congratulations, the Weeknd. How about that? The Weeknd is planning to play a character in The Simpsons. So listen to this. The Weeknd is set to appear on The Simpsons. The superstar singer will beat the character Orion Hughes in an episode titled Bart and Cool Kid. The Simpsons are currently in season 33. According to Pitchfork, the episode will also feature Michael Rappaport and will be about Homer rallying local dads in rebellion against a child skatewear influencer. The episode will air on March 20th. I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see this. This is so fucking epic right here, man. Make some noise, man. This is fucking epic right there, man. This is so fucking epic right there, man. Anyway, yes. So let's see. Yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait, man. This is interesting. This is very, 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 very fun. Um, I have to really say this is this has to be the most exciting news. And this is probably one of those things that I actually want to actually hear. We all need good news sometimes though, man. You know what I'm saying? We all need some good news, man. None of that political correctness bullshit that's going on right now, man. For real, for real. Um so let's see if I have any more topics to talk about here, man, before I wrap up this show. Let me double check. Stay with me. Let me double check. Let's see. Yeah, I think I covered everything, man. I think I covered everything. Yeah, I covered everything. Yeah. All right. That's going to do it for this show, episode 126. You like what you heard in today's episode? Feel free to show some love by making a charitable donation to my Cash App, which is $G Money Stacks 555. That's capital G, lowercase MONEY, capital S, lowercase TACKZ 555. Once again, it's not about breaking the bank. It's all about doing the best you can as a human being on whatever amount of money you are comfortable with will be appreciated. So don't you worry about that, folks. Don't worry about having a lot of money to actually show support. It's not about that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not about that. And I like to go to a particular segment. I like to go to a particular segment right here. If you bear with me, hang on a minute. In a second here. Hang on a second. All right. We're gonna go to a little segment that I like to call podcast free podcast free game mechanisms right here, man. Let's cue the chimes, please. And yes, this is the opportunity for me to inform people on where you can listen to the podcast and stuff like that. And no, actually, this is an opportunity for me to actually inform people who want to start a podcast, like I'm doing right now with 3 shows underneath my belt. I'm gonna give you some free game on important equipments that you need to start a podcast, man. So forgive me. Um, I am a little tongue tied and stuff, but bear with me. Anyways, folks, some key important ingredients that you need to start a podcast right here. First, you need headphones right here. You also need a microphone. Now, it doesn't have to be anything too expensive. It could be a Yeti microphone. It could be an Voxcon A800 model microphone that I'm using. Now you can find microphones in particular stores. You can find it in Best Buy. You can find it in Target. You can find it in Amazon. And you can also find it and check out Walmart. All right. You also need a laptop or a computer. Either one will be acceptable to doing your live stream recordings on YouTube. Now, a laptop, yes, is important. You know what I mean? And speaking of laptops, this is where I segue to StreamYard. StreamYard, the most important software to use when it comes to doing live streams. So let me tell you something, folks. It is the software that I use to connect 3 YouTube channels to the account. Now, you want to create an account? I'll guide you to this actually. All you need to do is set up an account with StreamYard. You can type in your email address or your podcast show email address on there. Either one you type will actually work. Once you type in either one of those email addresses, you're gonna see get login code. Once you click on that, StreamYard will send you an email with 6 numbers. when you type in those 6 numbers from the email you received, you should be able to log in, and you should be able to start creating a schedule on when you want to do your live stream recordings on YouTube, whether you want to do it on Facebook, Twitch. I don't use LinkedIn. That's also optional as well. Um, and uh, and and yeah, so here's some key factors to StreamYard right here. It also allows you to create your own brand and create segments like I'm doing right here with this podcast right here. Um Talking points of where people could follow you as far as social media, as far as like the topics and stuff like that that's being talked about here, and of course the banner. Uh, as you can see, the name of the podcast right here, and of course the social media handles that you see across your screen. Um, I will get to that in a sec. Um, and it also allows you to send invite links to people, um, especially with if you have their email addresses, phone numbers, and Instagram handles right here. So when any person clicks to the invite link, they will they will let me they will get an invite to my live stream, and I am going to add you to it so you can chat with me in terms of the topics and some stuff you want to talk about. What is mental health? What is about mental health, and what I just read in terms of what Ti's daughter was going through, which I am going to talk about. One of the things in terms of what she was talking about. I'm going to talk about it in a mental health check-in May. So, you know what I'm saying? So, this is going to be very interesting to actually, talk about. It may be a heavy topic to talk about, but, that's the purpose of me, like I said, of me creating mental health check-in is for me to actually, make a difference. You know what I'm saying? That's actually what I'm trying to do with 3 podcast shows, man. Relieve people of the stress and the amount of peer pressure of what they been through, whether it's at work, whether it's being bullied, whether it's like, too much fucking politics, man. We all need laughter, man. We all need laughter in the world, man. And that's the reason why when I started this podcast 2 years ago, I did not know they was going to put my podcast in a category of comedy. I really thought this was going to be entertainment, but comedy kind of fits in the category of entertainment. So I'll take that. I'll take that to I'll take that to the heart though, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, man, like I said with StreamYard, of course, if anybody wants to be a part of the show, you don't have to be a celebrity to be to be on the show. You don't have to be a celebrity and famous and with X amount of followers to be a part of the show. It's all about coming as you are. I'm not going by the X amount of followers on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all these other social media shit, man. I'm not going by that. I'm going by coming as you are. It's not about being famous, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the fame. It's about being true to you. How you feeling? How you doing? Mentally, physically, and spiritually. You know what I'm saying? That's the fucking point. And that's the fucking point of me trying to do little conversations as having guests on the show, which I actually did a pretty good job of having like you know not just 2 women, But one guy, which I'm actually getting a hang of this shit, man. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you like to if you like some help on how to start a podcast or any particular equipments that you need to start a podcast, because I helped out two people already actually. One is a cousin of mine, and the other one is is Pink Rice, aka Cindy, um who who has a show called You Are Glowing Podcast with her best friend Coco. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, make sure you guys check out their podcast episodes, the new ones, the previous episodes or whatever on YouTube, Iheartradio, Podchaser, Spotify, Apple Podcasts and stuff like that. So yeah, there you go right there. Now our last particular subject segment of the night is stream. No, hold on a minute here. Stream choices on the go. And you guys know what this is. You know what this is about. This is basically a way for me to inform you where you can listen to the episodes, where you can follow me and stuff like that. So first and foremost, you can follow me on 17 Live, which is G Money Stacks, Queens, New York. You can also you can also follow the show Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast on Facebook and Instagram, alongside with my other shows, Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast. Stay tuned for episode 18 tomorrow at 6 p.m. on YouTube. Make sure you keep it locked by tapping the noti bell so you can be reminded of when the show goes in the air at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Don't you miss a beat, because I am going to talk about the MLB lockdown and some good news behind it, though. You want to know about it? You have to stick around. Be there or be squared. You know what I'm saying? And also, you can follow my other show, Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast, the review show that I do. I just released episode 54 not too long ago. I'm going to actually record episode 55 on Monday. I just had to switch some times around, and I had to switch up the date. So most likely, I am going to do a little experiment on trying to, record the Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast on Saturdays at 6 p.m. And of course, yes, I'm going to still record Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York podcast on Saturdays at 10 p.m. All right. And also, you can follow me on the gram on the primary handle, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. All right. Be sure you turn on the notifications on the gram so you don't miss me in action, so you don't miss a beat. And also, if you go on Instagram Live, you're here to watch me and stuff like that, say hi. You can say hi. You can comment on the topics that was discussed and stuff like that. I'm not here to bite anybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be afraid to say hi to me, man. I'm not a grizzly bear like Yogi Bear, man. You know what I mean? I'm not a grizzly bear. I'm just putting it out there right now. So yeah, there you go right there, man. I'm not a grizzly bear, folks, man. I'm just doing the best I can to be, you know, I'm just doing the best I can here, man, just to actually get to um just to get somewhere, you know what I mean? Um so yeah. By the way, if you are on the gram, whether you are on G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York, or the show's page Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast. You're going to see a link that says Linktree/GMoneyStacks555. When you click on there, there's going to be the name of the show on there, and you're gonna see the profile picture on there, and it's gonna basically have you. This is an opportunity for the listeners out there and the YouTubers out there to leave a voicemail message. If you have any questions, any comments about the topics that was discussed, um, any thoughts, your feedback is important, man. You know what I'm saying? Your feedback is important. That's what matters here with the voicemail. That's the reason why I added it to the link tree, to give you guys an opportunity to express yourself. And if you have any questions for me, you want to do a Q&A, whatever you want to call it, you want to be a guest and stuff like that, I got you. You can DM me at GMoneySnacks555. You just let me know the day and time that you want to be invited and stuff like that. I'll send you the link. If you let me know the day, the time, because I start the show every week on 6 o'clock Wednesdays and Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 p.m. So yeah. And by the way, don't worry about whether you're looking crazy or not, though, man. Don't worry about how you look and stuff, man, as far as like looking crazy and stuff like that. This is like a no judgment zone here, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's don't worry about people and what they think of you and your appearances and how you look and stuff like that. It's not about being superficial. It's all about coming as you are. Period. That's what fucking matters here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there you go, man. So, voicemail. Leave me a voice message on the Anchor page of Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast. Any questions, any thoughts, topic ideas, whatever you want to call it, though, man. And keep in mind, I'm not doing any politics stories, man. I'm not doing any of that shit, though, man. Now keep in mind, I do talk about serious stories, but I also talk about funny stories. And this is why this podcast is unfiltered, because I don't want it to be pigeonholed into thinking I'm supposed to be this role model. I can't please everybody. I'm only human, you know what I'm saying? I'm only human. And speaking of human, let's get to the action to the stream platforms on the go, shall we? All right. We are on Anchor, as I said before. Audacity, Audible, Audioburst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Reason FM, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio. Don't forget to give a 5-star rating to Podchaser, Podfriend, and Spotify. And don't forget to listen to Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast episodes on Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Iheartradio, the #1 app for music, radio, and podcasts. And last but not least, the YouTube. What you waiting for? Go grab the subscribe button on the YouTube. Press the noti bell so you can be reminded on when the show goes in the air via live stream. Leave a like and a comment with the topics and episodes. Stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes. Download your favorite episodes. share the episodes, share the videos, share the episodes, tell a friend to another friend, and also share the podcast along with the audio stream platforms in the link of Linktree/GMoneyStacks555 with your friends, co-workers, no, excuse me, workers that you work with. Um, of course, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your wives, your husbands, and stuff like that. And of course, um, you know, and yeah, and make sure you take care of one another, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you take care of your loved ones, your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your friends, and the people that you work with at your job and stuff like that. Though, man, those individuals might be fine on the outside, but they are not. So, you know, you don't have to wait till Mental Health Day and Mental Health Awareness Month to actually, show that you care. It's all about you following your heart, your mind, your soul, and your instincts. All right? That's all it is, man. And yeah, this has been a great episode 126. I'm G Money Stacks. Thank you very much for listening and hearing me out on what I had to say on some stuff. And I did a little clarification into the whole Joe Rogan thing already. So I'm not gonna really, go into that again. So, you know what I'm saying? Um, and yeah, make sure be mindful of the people you surround yourself with. Of course, the people in vans, the people in subway trains, train stations, um, buses, um, stores, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah. And remember, don't let anybody stop you from following don't let anybody stop you from, chasing your goals and dreams. You know what I mean? And also remember, hard work and the grind doesn't stop. All right? And and also do what makes you happy. Don't worry about motherfuckers who are you know, not supporting you and all that other stuff. It's all about you and what makes you happy mentally, physically, and spiritually. All right? The grind doesn't stop, man. As long as you put consistency, energy, hard work, and what you love to do. If I could do it to reach success and keep in mind of all the opportunities that's being thrown in your face, you know, do what you can, even if you have to do research, so you don't get scammed. All right. Um, um yeah. So like I said, that's gonna do it for me, man. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 126, which is a lot of episodes that I've done so far, man. This is awesome. I really hope that you guys stick around for the next episode. I'll see you guys next time in the next episode. And I hope you spread the word to your friends, husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, and especially even though a lot of people are just mad busy to check out a podcast and stuff, which is it's okay, man. You know what I'm saying? it's 365 days in a year, man. You can't be too busy not to listen. And I'm not gonna mention the person's name from guest, so you know what I'm saying? So there you go right there though. I appreciate every single one of you who took the time to listen. We are almost at 2K on this podcast. We are almost at 2K on this podcast. As I looked on Anchor, man, I gotta make some noise for this shit right here. We are almost near 2K. 2K plays, man. Can you believe this shit? 2K. It's amazing that I made it this far, man. And it's already been over a year, and I'm going for a second year, man. And it's really, really, really amazing. And I'm very happy that I'm actually doing this instead of working at a post office that I'm just going to hate. So podcasting is very therapeutic to me, just like vlogging, just like journaling and writing your journal and stuff like that. All that stuff makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what matters to me. I needed something that was therapeutic to create, something that I could own. And I own all 3 podcast shows. No labels of a media production company or anybody owns it but me. Remember, for those that's interested in creating a podcast, make sure you have creative control and ownership. Because, like I said before, the grind does not fucking stop for anybody. Doesn't matter what any fucking hater says, man. It does not matter. You matter. Mentally, physically, and spiritually, you matter. Remember that. And of course, everybody's waiting for spring to be here. I know I am. So yeah. So let me get out of here right now. I appreciate every single one of you. Like I said, I love every single one of you who tuned in. And we about to reach 2K on this podcast on Anchor. And I'm probably gonna keep it simple for a celebration for 2K plays, man. I'm gonna keep it simple. And I'm here to inspire, I'm here to inform, I'm here to motivate. You know what I'm saying? And of course, there's gonna be some downtime, there's always gonna be some happy times and stuff like that. So there you go, right there, man. Look, let me get out of here right now, man. I'm G Money Stacks. Thank you for listening, tuning in, and rocking with me. And I'll see you guys next time in the next episode. Take care of one another. Be sure you tune in next time on Wednesdays, Thursdays at 6 p.m. Make sure you also tune in to Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast also on Saturdays at 10. So that's Wednesdays, Thursdays at 6 p.m., Saturdays at 10 p.m. And don't forget to tune into my other show, Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, Sundays at 6. Tomorrow, episode 18. We're going to be talking about all the lowdown shit about the MLB lockdown and the whole fucking 99 days bullshit that just happened, and some good news and stuff. So you got to stick around and tune in for that right there, though, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot to say on that one. And of course, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast. Make sure you tune in on Mondays at 6. I'm gonna try to get back on my podcasting game on Monday at 6. Tuesdays 9 p.m. is the new time, and Saturdays I'm gonna do a little experiment for Saturdays at 6 p.m. So there you go, right there. So depending on the work schedule, um, depending on the work schedule, if I have to work on particular Saturdays or whatever, it depends. So I will actually, you know, fill you guys in on what's gonna happen. So there you go, right there. I'm off this shit, man. Peace and one love, and have yourselves a good night, man.